Hello everyone. Let's try to solve this question from the chapter Current Electricity based on Ohm's law. Let's go through the question and try to understand what is given in the question. In an experiment of verification of Ohm's law, following observations are made. What all observations are made? Potential difference V and current I. What we need to do? Draw a characteristic VI graph and use this graph to find potential difference V when current I is 0.5 amperes and current I when the potential difference V is 0.75 volts and resistance in the circuit. First of all, let's try to draw the graph and then try to solve the questions. Let's take this graph. This is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. VI graph, how we will draw? Potential difference V is on your y-axis and current is on your x-axis. Let's try to plot the points given in the table and then try to draw the graph. First of all, we need to consider scale, right? Depending upon the readings we see, we need to consider scale. So we can see clearly that these are multiples of 0.5 and these are multiples of 0.2. So scale on x-axis is 1 unit is equal to 0.2 amperes current, right? And scale on y-axis will be equal to 1 unit is equal to 0.5 volts. Perfect. Now let's try to insert values onto the axis. So this is 0.2, this is 0.4, this is 0.6, this is 0.8 and finally 1.0. Here on this axis it is 0.5, it is 1.0, 1.5, then 2.0 and then 2.5 finally. Now let's try to plot the graph now. For 0.2 it is 0.5 this point, and for 0.4 it is 1.0, and for 0.6 it is 1.5, and for 0.8 it is 2.0, and for 1.0 it is 2.5. So graph will be a straight line like this. Now what we need to find out? First question, potential difference V when current I is 0.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes will be exactly at the center of this 2 points, right? 0.4 and 0.6. So it will be somewhere here, this point. It is targeting this point. So 0.5 is somewhere here and the corresponding point is exactly, it will be at the center of 1.0 and 1.5, which is nothing but 1.25 volts. So potential difference V when I is 0.5 amperes will be equal to 1.25 volts. Now B part. What is B part? Current I when the potential difference V is 0.75 volts. So when it is 0.75 volts is exactly at the center of 0.5 and 1.0, right? Here it will be. So if you take the corresponding point here, it will lie exactly at the center of 0.2 and 0.4, which is 0.3. So current I when potential difference V is 0.75 volts from graph will be equal to 0.3 amperes. What is the third question? Third question is we need to find out resistance of the circuit. How will we find out resistance? Resistance is equal to, since it is a straight line, for a straight line graph you take any value of V and corresponding value of I and take their ratio. You will get resistance, which is nothing but V by I, which is you take any value. So V will be, if I take V to be 0.5, its corresponding value is 0.2, which is nothing but 2.5 ohms. So resistance of the circuit is 2.5 ohms.